Welcome back to the Endless Growth Podcast, episode 38. Back with another week with
Edgar. Welcome, guys. We're here with you guys again. Hope you all been having a great week so far. I mean, we're halfway through. Hopefully, had a good start to it because I feel like it's definitely now that I've kind of paid more attention to it. It definitely depends how you start your week, how the rest of your week goes.
So basically, I feel like I agree with that. So you're saying that whatever your first day, so Monday, I would assume,
Mm-hmm.
the way that kind of goes, that kind of dictates or kind of sets the pace for the rest of the week.
Yeah, I think it was just recent when we talked about it, but I started paying more attention to it, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it honestly does play a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay. What makes you say that though? Like, was there like a something that happened where you're like, oh, it was good. It's been a good week, or
Yeah, so far, I mean, usually this week it started off like very like just chill, calm as far as like everything went as scheduled, planned.
mm,
So everything's just been going smoothly. But yeah, I realized like prior week to that, it was that day that I basically pulled an all nighter.
oh yeah, that shit was crazy.
So the rest of that week was just shit. It was just
Yeah. No,
yeah,
no all nighters yet this week.
not recently. So
No.
no, we're good on that, man.
Okay, bro.
But yeah, bro, how's your week been?
It's been pretty good, bro. Been pretty good, That's the same thing. Started it pretty strong. Been trying to keep busy. Even like at work, I think just Mondays from now on, I'm be going to the office just to change kind of like the flow of things a little bit. I feel like maybe two, maybe three times particular weeks it might be good to either change the workspace or like go to the office or something like that. So that way it's just different things going on.
Yeah,
So
I can see that.
it's pros and cons of both. Because when I'm over there, it's like okay, cool. But then after a couple days, because I went for a full week,
Hmm.
I was like, nah. I wish I was like at the house just so I could be like doing laundry in the back. Like I swear,
Mm.
doing laundry in the back, washing dishes or something in between little things, reading. Like I can still read I guess a book wherever I'm at. Like if I go in, but there'll be other people around me distracting me, maybe wanting to have a conversation. So,
Yeah.
but me being maybe at home, I'm just usually just secluded, just by myself. And that's what I did today. Work from home. And yeah, just read. I'm trying to figure out what I did. I posted some reels, some shorts, some TikToks. So yeah, that's kind of what I did, bro. And then obviously worked. So did my journals and stuff. But yeah, basically I'm trying to say you could cram so much time and like just basically just get like basically knock a lot of things out because I think it was Monday.
Hmm.
I noticed that particular day, I still did like all my regular stuff. I was finished around like 10 p.m.
Oh
And
shit.
usually I would be done by like a 7, bro. So it's kind of
Mm.
weird. Like 3 hours is a shit ton of time.
It really
It's
is, yeah.
like I'm saving 3 hours by kind of doing just things back and forth. So I don't know. Well, there's like a balance in there,
Yeah, time
you
management for
know?
sure is really important
Yeah.
because you can waste a whole day just fucking around, if you don't have a plan. But
Mm-hmm.
just managing your time and managing, like, the way you do your things, your day,
Yeah.
definitely
100%.
make the best out of it for sure. But yeah, it's been, I've been trying to get better at that, but I think it's just a business thing. It's always going to be kind of impossible to just put your head down and work because you got to deal with all the other stuff.
Yeah,
But as
bro.
far as the house stuff, though, when I get home, I've been trying to get home at a certain time. So, like,
Mm-hmm.
when I do get home, like I do plan on just like actually making the best out of it.
Yeah.
Not
Enjoying the moment, spend time with
yeah,
family,
exactly.
chill out,
Hmm.
reap the rewards. You busted ass all day, trying to,
Yeah.
chill out and all that. No, that's good, bro. That's good for you.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Okay, awesome. Well, I know. I think briefly, I think I brought up that we have been kind of more experimenting with like shorts, TikToks, and what's the other one? Reels.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool actually to kind of say now because I feel like for a brief time there, we were bringing up pretty often that we were wanting to expand to these other platforms,
Yeah.
but it wasn't working out. We finally ended up going with the tool called Opus.
Hmm.
Been kind of working out. Honestly, the last two videos that I put in have been pretty dissatisfied just because it's like editing the video for us and skipping parts out.
Hmm.
And then when I try to go back and edit it, it doesn't add them. I can't add them back in, so it's like
Mm.
all weird. So I'm not sure. I'll probably I don't know. See if I could call customer support or something because the other ones weren't doing that. So I'm not sure if it was a new update, what the hell's going on necessarily. But I was just like, damn, like what the hell's going on? So again, we are using AI.
Hmm.
It's going to be a lot of shit going on with that. But
One thing I did notice last time I logged in for you, I think I was just seeing what the password was, whatever
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was.
yeah.
I noticed that they actually introduced like having like a chat box in there. Has
Mm.
that popped up with you?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, but before that wasn't even a thing.
Oh,
So
for real?
it's
So it's
kind
something
of
new. So a
it's
little
kind of
customer
cool.
support.
Yeah, because I mean, it seems like they could probably answer your basic. I'm sure it's like an AI robot, just answering like
Mm.
generic questions. But at least that's something new. It seems like it's going somewhere. Because at first I feel like the other program you tried seemed like
Oh,
there was like nothing behind it. It was
bro, dead ass. No one was answering, bro.
yeah. But at least I don't know. Seems like this one as far as advertisement, maybe just because we use it, but I have been seeing it like being pushed more out there. Like
Oh, 100%.
Opus.
I got it referred, like, I even after we were using it by
Mm-hmm.
someone else.
Mm.
And then they also have a lot of testimonials and social proof on their website. As soon as you go there, they'll say, "Oh, like popular people that use this," and they had like big
Mm.
ass names, bro.
Really?
Like Andrew Schultz, I believe, is one of the names they have
Oh
in the
no shit.
website. So it's like, oh shit, it's not like some
Yeah,
bullshit ass thing. So,
it's getting there. It's
uh
but yeah, that's cool. I'm glad that's
yeah,
working out for us, and mostly you. You know, I've been messing with it recently.
it's pretty easy. Like if you find a good video,
Mm-hmm.
like they crafted for you, you can get them shits done so quick. It's not even
Yeah.
funny. I think that's the hard part,
Well,
finding the gems.
the problem is finding the good videos, and then also the issue that we had with the mouth and stuff, making sure the video that they
Yeah,
do pick is
luckily I
actually
haven't
good.
run into that anymore.
Oh, really? That's
Not an
fixed now.
yeah, but now it's jumping shit. So it's always some shit. It's kind of
Mm.
like, oh, dude, it's
They fixed
cool.
one thing, but
Yeah, and I think another video I tried to fix or do it. It wasn't even the software issue. It was like a video thing where we had an episode that got fucked. So
yeah.
I've been having bad luck to be honest with a couple, but I have two in the chamber ready to go. But
No,
yeah, we just
that's actually really big because that
mm,
was I feel like that was the biggest issue
yeah, yeah, yeah.
back then was just we couldn't even use none of it because it was just
Nah,
shitty.
no, exactly. So yeah, we're just overcoming these initial hurdles.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
well at least we're uploading them. My goal for the time being is upload 2 a week. I kind of feel weird sometimes putting them on Instagram, but I think it's maybe just maybe me not feeling
Mm.
comfortable just because I'm like, damn, like I know people follow us and all stuff. We have a podcast each week. I don't want to like, I don't know. It feels like, to me, feels like I'm shoving shit down people's throats. But then I'm always like, well, damn, they support us, they follow us, and I don't know. I just feel sometimes a little weird. But I think maybe it's just a hurdle or something I have to get over. It's like,
Yeah,
because
that's how I am with the
right,
same social media.
because you probably follow hella people and you see that maybe post like all the time, and you don't think anything of it, right?
Yeah. No.
So I'm kind of I don't know if I'm just yeah I'm probably just tweaking out.
Yeah. It does get to a point though where if you start seeing a lot of it, you most likely will just go right through it.
Yeah.
Which I feel like has probably happened to me with my business because I think I talked about the whole social media thing for me. I kind of just
Mm-hmm.
I gave it a shot for a little bit, but I just been seeing shit just decline more and more. So
Yeah. Put a
um,
stop to that shit, huh?
yeah, I mean the last stuff that I put out, I think that was like the last bit of the content we actually spent time on making like a video and reel for it, but that shit got even less likes than all of the previous shit. It literally is just declining.
The same shit's happening with us right now.
Yeah, it's
Like if I check the reel in actual live time,
mm-hmm.
it's literally been first reel ever posted was the most liked, I guess you could say. I don't want to say watched,
Mm-hmm.
but it was the most viewed. And then after that, I think we have four. We got good, and then it kept going down.
Yeah.
But it's okay. I guess I don't know. It's just a test again. Our last one that we uploaded on Saturday, 22. The one we uploaded at 8:17. I guess it's still fresh. The one right before, like I don't know, you would say like maybe 4 weeks ago, 32 likes,
Mm-hmm.
and the first one ever, 38. So you
Mm.
see how there's kind of like it's gonna going down a little bit.
Yeah,
So, and I get it. Not like if I'm following someone, I'm not gonna like everyone's shit. Like you
for
know what I'm
sure.
saying?
Yeah.
So it's
And the thing, the kind of the point behind this is we do. I mean, yeah, we do care about what we get back on it. As far as following or likes or comments. But the other thing is like the time we invest into it.
yeah.
Because obviously, with my stuff, I was having my helper do all that stuff for me. I was paying him, but in this case, you're the one doing the work. And obviously, if you're doing this, if it's 2 days out of the week you're spending it to go through, and then it's getting nothing in return, then it's kind of like
Yeah.
deceiving. But
Well,
the same.
the thing is though, that I think shit just gonna take time regardless.
Oh yeah.
My thing is not even about like necessarily growth. It's like, yo, let's not even bother them because with shorts and then TikToks, those I'm gonna be honest with you, I wouldn't mind posting once a day on those.
Mm.
because it's usually people that randomly come across us that probably never have heard about us
Mm-hmm.
or seen us. Because yeah, TikTok has been a good experience. I've never really used TikTok at all, but posting like reels and shit and see how like it works and seeing how other people that maybe see your video and click your profile, you can see how many profile like views you got.
It
So it's,
definitely gets out there the most
yeah, it's
in
pretty
front of
cool.
people. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. And I feel now that I'm thinking about it, after a while, like right now, if you see our TikTok, I think we only have one follower, and that's you. We never really made it public that we had a TikTok, so it's
Mm.
just something we're testing out. So I guess maybe this is a good opportunity. If you guys want to follow our TikTok, if you don't follow us on Instagram already, we have one of those as well. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we have some game plans too. I think we were talking about maybe not collaborating, but reaching out to other podcasts and just being kind of essentially just networking is kind of
Yeah.
the point. And maybe having conversations, helping each other out in terms of software to use, different,
Yeah. If you guys are aware of other local podcasts, message us on our
yeah,
Instagram or send us like a link or something.
yeah,
So,
real. Just send us real. We just
because
go
there's
from
honestly
there.
a lot of podcasts that we don't even know
There's a
about.
shit ton. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, I guess that's a good thing to even talk about. The podcast space in the last 2-3 years has been crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone wants to do it, but the thing I've been noticing, everyone does it, and then after maybe like five, they stop, or maybe their content isn't as consistent. Whereas, because this is when I seen a podcast, they've been maybe there for like 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
but they don't upload every week, and then they're essentially the podcasts are like always weird times. Some of them are like 27 minutes, some of them are like 40. So I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but I like having just consistent shit. You know what I'm
Yeah, and
saying?
then stuff that's kind of long too in a way.
Long form. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been I have a certain person that I listen to too, and
Hmm.
sometimes it'll be like 14-minute videos or like pod, you
Yeah.
know, and some will be like an hour, and it's like shit, man. Like
I don't know.
it's kind of hard to
14
like,
is kind of, I don't know. Like if I'm gonna hear a podcast, 14 should be a YouTube video,
yeah,
like straight up. But I don't know.
yeah, shit like that. So, but I think my algorithm now, like on my Spotify thing, it just kind of just plays almost like a library in a way of just like the most common ones. So
Mm,
that whole week, like whoever posted is just it's going
it's
right
coming
after the
out.
other one. So it's not a big deal. But before it sucked because I'd set something up, start working or doing whatever, and then oh shit ends. Go back and get on my phone, and then you get distracted and shit. So,
Yeah, it's a whole
but
cycle.
yeah, I do definitely enjoy longer ones, and when it's going to come out at a certain time too.
Do you
So
like that as well? Well, yeah. We've been implementing that, so
yeah,
that's good. Okay, beautiful. Well, I guess that brings, I guess, a good conversation. You said you've been hearing other podcasts, things like that. Has there been maybe something that has inspired you, or maybe they do things a certain way where you're like, damn, maybe we should try that or something? Like anything maybe
mm,
that comes to mind?
sometimes I kind of do like that they may have like subjects or like something to talk about in a way, but
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, we've almost talked about like that, or we've been asked if we have like subjects
Yeah, yeah.
or the whatever the talk's going to be about today. But I think it would be just to have something to guide to. But the thing
Mm-hmm.
is, that may not fit everyone's interest,
Yeah, yeah.
and then it may feel like homework to us, also in a way. And
I guess that's true. I feel like that's kind of maybe where we compromise a little bit and introduce the Q&A. It's like,
mm,
yeah, maybe we'll have some subjects, but like, what do you guys want to listen to?
for
Because
sure,
honestly, y'all are part of the podcast. You could literally choose questions that we will go over and that will change the material and the topics that we cover. So
yeah,
literally, y'all helping us mold and talk about this
for
shit
sure,
too.
yeah.
So yeah, if you want to be a part of it, then yeah, again, I know we've been saying this, but shoot us a little DM or
Hmm.
watch out for this story and comment us because we're active on there.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've been listening to this Detailing podcast, and they
Oh
do a
shit!
live Q&A. So they do this video live, like on YouTube, but they upload it as a podcast on their podcast like networks, and right.
Yeah.
But I feel like we have to have a pretty big following to do a live Q&A. And even them having a big following, they struggle because it's like literally everybody at that time, every day has to jump on every Tuesday
Yeah.
and give questions. And if not, they're just kind of just talking about what's going on and whatever. But it's three of
Hmm.
them too. So it's like
Yeah. They
they
don't
have
have.
something to talk
Got
about.
you.
Where it's just one person or two people, it is a little harder to keep a conversation going if you're just waiting for people to ask questions. But
Yeah.
that'd be something cool down the road, once we get there. Maybe do it live for people,
That'd be
and then
cool.
like a different segment, a different podcast of the week or something like that, just Q&As.
No, I like that. I know sometimes we forget, but sometimes it's like maybe we don't, maybe we just need a break. Well, not a break, but maybe we'll have an episode where it's just strictly just us. So, but again, we're just testing, literally.
Yeah.
So,
Do you have any podcasts that you listen to, like that you would kind of implementing what you asked, like something that we would want to introduce to this, or ideas?
idea wise, well, nothing that really comes to my head. I feel like we're pretty organic and all that. I know the only thing that really stand out to me where someone did something different, but it doesn't necessarily mean we have to do it, is like that Joe Rogan podcast when Elon Musk came through, and they literally got up and left the podcast to go shoot a freaking car, or they ordered food and they just kind of like stopped talking for a sec and they were eating. So I don't know. I'm not saying we're gonna do that or nothing, but it was just something interesting that I was like, holy shit, like this is insane to me. Like this is just so cool to have that freedom. I feel like that's maybe, I think for sure that's something important for us. Maybe more than we appreciate, because like we don't know how it is. But having the creative control and freedom to kind of just talk about whatever, record. But imagine if you were like signed to an agency or someone. It's like, all right, motherfuckers, you're gonna be doing this here. You're gonna talk about this. We already got a guest coming in. Like this is what you're gonna ask them. It's gonna feel like, what the fuck?
That'd be a whole job, a whole hassle.
Yeah. So like, at least like this, it's kind of more free and liberating. So watching like Joe Rogan shit like that, he's still doing that, which is it's pretty amazing. So, but not necessarily nothing I could think of, but yeah, maybe think of something. I don't think really I've came across too many podcasts either. I know there's maybe some interviews that I think like Ed might do it more for the self-help space, but he essentially sometimes, well, he likes to have people in the studio, but if can't, then obviously he'll be like on a computer and do the whole like FaceTime or Zoom call like setup, which we do have plan to implement ourselves, but we'll still be in the studio. So we're gonna do it, but in a different way, new element. And yeah, we have something coming up potentially here in a couple weeks for something like that. So
yeah,
excited about that, but yeah,
that should be exciting. That'd be it's going to be a whole new thing for us because
oh yeah, never done before
like that. So
never done that before. Cool. Yeah. And I'm glad we're getting more. We haven't done that before the year ends.
Yeah, because try something new. Yeah,
100%. Just keep trying new things. It's still the first year if you think about it. Literally, crazy. Like dude, we created this shit this year.
Yeah, I think it was February of this year when the whole idea came.
About, and we started recording March and maybe uploaded late March, early April. I'm not really too sure, but yeah, bro. Because I even like going back to the whole trying to turn everything into like shorts. I was basically I put in an older link because I was like, I'm gonna start working on older videos, and I think it was episode 22, and I think we just uploaded 36.
Yeah,
shit's nuts because I feel like I get more good quality clips out of the newer ones versus like the older ones, bro.
Really?
It's kind of like, I don't know if it's just a fluke. I'll keep doing it. Yeah. But I feel like we're just able to just, articulate ideas and actually talk about things and maybe in a quicker manner. And obviously there's still room for improvement. I'm not perfect. I'm still stuttering and shit sometimes, but just, again, we haven't been doing this for a full year yet. So it's just kind of cool to see mini progress, because I know we do plan to rewatch and hear podcast 1, maybe 8 later on, early next year, and be like, holy shit,
Yeah, I was going to say that. I didn't come across, but I was just going through the videos the other day, just like seeing like all the analytics and stuff like that. And I actually like clicked on one and just started listening to it just randomly, like on a spot. And it is crazy just to think back. This is back at the old shop. When we're doing it on the left-hand tables, literally in the corner of the shop.
That's so crazy to think about.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. But yeah, it's just crazy how we've come, and we're still, like you said, we're still growing and getting better every day or every week when we do these. So
yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah, just thriving. Still trying to thrive, I guess, working for progress a little bit, but
yeah, I think that's a good idea. We should, I don't know if we do like I don't know, say like not a live, but I feel like we should like watch it before the pod, the number 1, when it comes a year.
Oh, gotcha.
And maybe like have
like commentary on that shit.
Yeah, bring us some things, and
that'd be wild.
Yeah,
I wonder how we would release that though. Like that would probably be like just a YouTube video though.
Yeah, it wouldn't be
something like that. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I actually have been thinking about that, but I feel like that's maybe down the road because shit's kind of messed up right now. But have the podcast obviously, and then like just upload like mini vlogs of us just, I don't know, doing like little shit here and there or setting up or I don't know, like behind the business. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah. Let us know if you guys would like, be interested in something like that. Like Alex said, it would just be more of a YouTube video.
Yeah.
For the people that watch this, of just kind of a, I don't know, like
Yeah.
a weekend or something. We get together and go out, or
Yeah, just like a little vlog, bro. Just go do some shit, you know. That'd be kind of crazy. Again, it sounds like a lot of more work than editing a podcast, to be honest. Because then you gotta remove things. Where this is just you record that shit,
mm-hmm.
one swoop, you're all good to go. Because yeah, that's when things might get a little bit more complicated in terms of editing and recording
May
and
not be too bad, honestly. What
no,
makes this one hard is when we do the software that basically does the switching cuts,
hmm
where it's switching from different camera angles. That's the shit. It doesn't like working with different videos. Like it's better with one video and then that's it. But
got you.
I don't know. I mean, if it's something you guys want to watch, let us know.
Yeah, maybe
That'd
just
be kind of cool.
test it out. Just one here in the blue moon too. It doesn't even have to be like a thing. Oh, we're
Consistent,
releasing a
yeah.
video each week because
No,
that sounds stressful to be honest.
yeah.
But yeah, he
Maybe
once a
once a
blue moon.
month here and there. Yeah.
Yeah, or something that comes up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little event. Just pull out with the camera. Go do a little something like, hey, go talk to that fool. Go
Well,
try to get us out. That'd be
yeah,
some crazy shit.
yeah.
I'd be, hella embarrassed probably to do some shit like that. But
You walking off of the
fuck
camera.
it. Yeah, usually you're all sneaky and shit, hidden
Yeah,
cam. That dead ass reminds me of old YouTube.
yeah.
Yeah, all those pranks or
Oh yeah, yeah.
all that
I
shit
thought
they
you
used to
meant
do.
something that you filmed. I was like,
No,
shit.
no, 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 no. Yeah, I don't think I have any
Yeah.
YouTube videos
We
except for the
actually,
one we had.
dude, we filmed a lot of videos when we were kids, but it was just like
Yeah,
us doing dumb shit.
bunch of dumb shit for sure. Just it was kind of I don't
The
know
one you found on your phone was crazy. That one's
which
still
one. Which one?
that old phone you had that you found one like you doing like a review of my car or some shit.
Oh yes, 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 yes. On the
Yeah.
Talon.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, that was like 17-ish, 10 years ago.
That shit was
Dude, I
wild.
need to find that phone again, bro. It was the old Galaxy S. What was a cool one? Like S3, S4. I think S4 maybe.
Mm-hmm.
All white. Yeah, good times. It's before
I
the
gotta hack into that computer I have down there
dude do it, bro.
because it has like back then, like I said, we had Galaxies and you couldn't transfer everything over.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think they had the SIM card in them, so I would take the SIM cards, download everything on the computer, and then start it on the new phone. And that computer has a bunch of
Good
videos and
shit.
pictures and stuff from like all high school around that area. So
Damn.
it'd be some good throwbacks for sure. But yeah, I gotta get a. I'm pretty sure the monitor here would work. I just gotta bring it to work, I guess.
Mm.
And figure it out.
Yeah,
maybe
bro.
maybe that's something we'll do. Um,
Yeah, just see what the hell, what's in the what do they call them, time capsule?
yeah,
A digital
literally
time capsule. But
find some crazy shit.
yeah, bro. How often do you catch yourself like reminiscing or looking back and maybe like to the old times when you were like younger or even like kid? Like, is
Mm.
it something maybe you reflect on regularly or is it just kind of once in a while you're like, damn,
No, for sure not regularly. I feel
no?
like maybe last Wednesday, we were kind of here talking a little bit afterwards, and I felt like it's just times like that, honestly, that I'm thinking back, or if there's like something throughout the day that I'm talking about or a memory, then I'm like, oh shit, like I remember back then this. I've been having that a lot with my worker
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's like around, he's younger, and I'm like, shit, around I was 18, I'm like, we were doing this and this, and I
Mm,
go back to the times, but
got you. Because he's
yeah,
that same age.
hmm
That makes sense.
but no, for the
Okay.
most part, not really. What about you?
Yeah, I feel like I'm maybe the same way, just
Yeah.
randomly, or when I make maybe certain connections, things like
Mm,
that. But yeah, yeah, yeah. I feel like maybe the same as you, but nothing too crazy. There's like different chapters, I guess, to life
oh,
that
for sure.
you know what I'm saying. I feel like what happens to me more often is maybe someone talks about something, maybe I watch something, maybe I'm like reading about something, and if I could remember something that's happened to me,
Hmm.
usually it's obviously the past. That kind of brings it up. I'm like, oh shit. So.
Yeah.
But no, it's good to reflect on the past, but it's not good to stay stuck on that shit because
I
a
feel
lot of
like I'm
people do that.
as I'm getting older, I'm starting to get freaking,
What?
not like literally like short term memory loss, but I definitely remember
It's
better.
affecting you a little bit.
Yeah. I can't,
Same.
but I feel like it's just because of so much shit's going on too. Somebody would tell me something and like tomorrow or some other day, I can't remember it.
Just hella for
But then I'll
I'm the
remember it
same.
like a week later or 2 weeks later. Like,
Oh
oh
shit.
shit. Yeah.
No, bro, I'm the same, bro. But I've luckily came up with a little hack. I don't know if I've mentioned it on the pod.
Hmm.
I'm always tripping and anxious about things. Oh, damn, I remember this. I got to do this. But it's like, how am I going to make sure that I actually remember and do it?
Hmm.
So back in the day, I was just literally stressed and maybe write it down and come back to it. But now it's I literally set like an alarm on my phone,
Mm.
and you can usually repeat it for a certain day. So you could be like, oh, on Friday I have a dentist appointment at 4. Usually I go to Friday, repeat alarm on Friday, put it for 3 p.m. and then call the alarm dentist in an hour or some shit like that. So
Gotcha.
that it kind of like helps me. I know there's probably like, better apps and like calendars and shit you can do, or just
Mm-hmm.
reminders. But that's what helps me because I could snooze that motherfucker.
Mm. It
And
comes
alarms
back.
is yeah, alarms are usually loud as shit too. It's like you already know. So that's just something I
Good
can
little
working
hack
on. But yeah, it helps like my mental space
for
because if I'm
sure.
thinking of all this shit I got to do is crazy. I just kind of like to do my thing and then look down and be like, oh, gotta do this next,
Mm-hmm.
instead of being like, oh shit, because I get anxious fast, bro.
Yeah.
So if I have a bunch of shit like that's not really organized, I'm just anxious and
I think you go crazy, bro. If you got a little step in my brain.
yeah, it's too much shit. It
it's
like takes too much capacity, brain
fucked,
capacity. It's
bro.
weird.
Yesterday, last night, I was here for a little bit.
Uh-huh.
I came back and I stayed here for a little bit, kind of late, and I was just writing down like a list of shit that I have to do, like people I have to invoice, people I have to put on my schedule or send an estimate to that I've talked to and I've told I'll get back to you, and I haven't. Man, I literally put that sticky note right on the freaking computer today. I'm like,
Okay.
so if I ever get on the computer
Front
or
and
I'm
center.
sitting down doing nothing, I'm gonna see this list of like 12 things I got to do all day. I didn't even touch that thing. It's just there. So now it's like, and it's more shit today that adds on to
You
it.
added to it.
Dude, it's crazy. But then if you stop and do that, you don't get nothing done. It's
Is it just like
oh,
miscellaneous shit where it's just random ass shit you got to do, or is it like business stuff?
it's business stuff
Oh,
for
for real?
sure. Yeah. But it's like I've told you, writing an estimate sometimes, may take you
Mm,
10, 15 minutes. And then that's just one person. Then for them to either say no or yes, and then they respond like an hour later while you're already starting to work, and oh, it's a hassle. So sometimes I just leave that shit for like the weekends or some day where I'm like literally not doing nothing. But
mm,
it adds up, man.
yeah, it
It's kind of
does.
impossible to just kind of do it all. But I think that's why my brain's just like it just forgets shit now.
Nah,
So
I get
when I
you.
have the chance where it's kind of clear, I take advantage of it and like fucking literally write everything down while I remember it, because
Oh, if not, you'll forget about
I'll
it.
forget about it again. And it's
Yeah.
like, oh shit, so and so told me this, and yeah.
Do you have any like tips on, let's say you were just talking about your list, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you've been maybe not procrastinating, you've been busy with other shit, maybe a little procrastinating, because everyone does here and
Yeah, of
there.
course.
Um, do you have any like tips on, let's say your list has got huge,
Mm-hmm.
you're overwhelmed by that shit, you're like, what the fuck? Like, this is gonna take me 2 to 3 days. Like, do you have any hacks to like maybe tackle that, or maybe not feel as, I don't know, just bad spirited about just doing all the shit you're about to do? You know what I'm saying though? Like, you feel too overwhelmed to even want
Yeah.
to begin because there's so much shit. I don't know if you ever feel that.
Yeah. I mean, if there's any other ways, not really, man. I just have to. I usually what I normally do is just there's a day where I'm just like, well, I'm just gonna sit down and do all these, and
So you grab this shit by the balls then.
yeah, it is what it is.
All right.
Like, but I mean, I guess the best way would be just be like, and I've had this conversation with other people or my accountant actually
Uh-huh.
with the accounting stuff. That's not even including like the list is not including like the accounting stuff that I should be doing every day too.
Oh shit.
That shit, I let that go till the end of the month, and then I go ahead and go through everything. But he's like, dude, you got to do this like daily. Like take that time. Like I'm going, I'm shutting down at 5. I'm going home at 5:30 today. Um, and he's like, you just take those 30 minutes to catch up on all your accounting, like for the day and all that stuff.
Hmm.
But
Is it a lot of shit then for accounting each day? Like how much? Like I know you
it
obviously
just
you
depends
brought
on the
business,
sale. Yeah.
right?
Basically, I have to make like a sale in my QuickBooks for basically anything that goes from the Square
Oh shit.
account, or if it's a cash or a check, basically report it in my QuickBooks, because QuickBooks at the end of the day is what I use for everything, for
Yeah, that makes
managing the
sense.
business in a way. But yeah, if you just let it add up and it just goes, and then every Wednesday do payroll, Wednesday or Thursday
One of those.
do payroll, and then yeah, the accounting stuff usually, like I said, I let it add it up to like the end of the month, and then I just go ahead and just do the daily sale for every day. He's got to type everything out, the amounts, balance out basically the total amount, how much was taxes, how much was, what do you call it? Tips,
Mm,
fees and all that shit. And
all that. Account for all that, huh?
yeah, but it's just stuff that I can't find myself doing. Like I can't find myself just like stopping at 5 o'clock and then going and doing this.
Yeah.
I'd rather just finish what I'm doing, and then by that time it's already like 5:30, 6 o'clock. I'm like, I gotta get out of here,
Yeah, like
and I leave,
it's been too long.
and then yeah, it's crazy, man. But it's I guess it's what comes with business, man. You stay small or you go big, but you deal with all the other stuff. So
Yeah.
hmm
Well, I know you were just talking about like taxes, accountants, basically tracking all everything.
hmm
Like, have you learned or been kind of maybe made aware of something that you could claim as a business expense or something, and you were like, "Damn, I didn't know that." Like, do you maybe like remember?
I mean, there's a lot of things, honestly, expenses as far as that. I mean, literally like my lunch.
It's
Yeah,
half, right? It's isn't it half your lunch is not the full shit?
yeah. Honestly, I can't even. I'm not gonna even know that. I know I
Yeah,
report it all as my like what do they call it? It's under meals and
gotcha.
like entertainment and meals, whatever it is.
Hmm.
But almost like literally every day, me and my helper go out to lunch and obviously pay for it. So it all goes to that. So that's one big thing. Fuel, um, your phone bill. What
Oh
else?
yeah, that's true.
There's just anything really you got to use. I mean, fuck, you put a staple on the fucking piece of paper. I mean, you put the staples on the write off. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
there's a bunch that goes to it, but something like crazy that stands out. Not really. If you're using like an office space in your house for that,
That's a good one.
that's one you can
That's
do.
a really good one. I did that one
Um,
last year.
yeah, that's one I have because every once in a while I'll be doing this accounting stuff at the house. Technically, it's like my office since I really don't have an office here in a way. So, um, but yeah, that's kind of it, really.
Okay, cool.
Uniforms, clothes and stuff. So
Okay, there
there's a
you go.
lot of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and with that being said, if you have a business and maybe aren't unsure, I'd for sure recommend talking to like a tax professional, whether it be a CPA or an
Mm-hmm.
EA or a tax attorney, someone like that. They could essentially break it down for you and let you know what's right and wrong. Because I've like even like with the current place I'm employed at, I, we basically get access sometimes, or we get emails from clients that maybe need like assistance with attorneys and things like that. And I remember this lady mentioning that she was actually getting audited by the IRS.
Mm.
And I was just like, oh shit, like that sounds scary, bro.
Yeah, you
Because
should got to be in line.
yeah, because if you're like out here just claiming all this shit for as expenses and all that, and you can't prove it later on, damn, bro, you're gonna get feed up the ass. So you're gonna get penalties and all that shit. So
Penalties, you don't have to pay everything
yeah,
that you
yeah, it's not
you've
even
avoided.
just exactly. It's not just the stuff you owe now. It's like yo, like you got some penalties and shit. And then I
Mm-hmm.
think after that, I think they audit you like for a minute after that. So once they're
Mm-hmm.
on your ass,
Oh yeah.
they're on your ass like, yo, like are you good to go now? So it's also an important idea, especially if you're like a new business owner and maybe aren't too business savvy. Talk to other maybe business owners, but honestly, I would probably wouldn't recommend that because
Yeah, everybody
they're
does things their own own way.
yeah,
So,
yeah, exactly. So
but yeah, definitely consult with someone professionally
yeah, one hundred
because it's
percent,
good to know.
100%. And then yeah, obviously there's people local you can talk to, and there's honestly a lot of online providers too nowadays
Now, yeah, it's
where
crazy
you could
now.
literally pay not even $100 to maybe just talk to someone for an hour or even less. So it could be you could see it as oh damn $80 to talk to this one person, but if they save you over even just $80
Mm-hmm.
in like savings on your taxes, then that's a good investment in my opinion. Like you literally paid for the service and talking to this guy, and then you saved some money, right? Even if
Yeah,
it's eighty
you
dollars.
could simply ask the question like you asked,
Yeah,
like a write off. They could tell you one write off you didn't know, and then shit, I'm
it,
sure it'd be more than $80, so you'll get
yeah.
your money back.
And you know what's even crazy?
Mm.
That $80 you got for the tax advice, that shit's a write off.
Exactly.
Like what the
Yeah,
fuck?
dude, there's so much shit. Like
Guess what I'm saying?
literally, your payroll's a write off, your rent's a write off. Like there's so much shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
one hundred
all
percent.
the fees that you get charged on the credit card transactions,
Ooh,
those are a write off.
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
tons
Say,
of stuff. So
yeah, yeah. If you're a business owner, if you have a job, honestly, you kind of can't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't, they account for all that shit in your own personal, whatever, personal taxes. But if you have if you're a contractor, a sole proprietor, have a partnership, an LLC, a corporation, basically anything like that, where you're like a self-employed, then you could take advantage of basically tax write-offs and expenses and all that stuff. So if you're in that boat, yeah, go get some advice, go get some information,
mhm.
because like again, even if you spend the $80, and they save you $80 in taxes, you're like, oh, that was a loss, right?
Hmm.
Or maybe not even a loss. But well, number one,
You might think of it like
yeah,
that.
well, number one, you got new information now, and number two, you're gonna keep doing that each year, if that makes sense,
Yeah.
and potentially save you thousands down the road if you would have never had that conversation. So sometimes it just pays to know shit, you know?
Yeah. And then another thing, I mean, with me, as far as like a lot of people with their businesses, they don't do the payroll themselves. They don't,
Mm.
they pay a company to do that. And I realize a lot of companies charge a shit ton for this. They be charging like 20 is the cheapest I've seen probably a head for like each week for payroll.
So $20 a head for each payroll.
Yeah. So,
Damn.
I mean, if you're doing that, weekly, in a month, it's $100. Well, not $100, that's $80. But if you're, if there's a couple employees,
Yeah.
that's just one, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you know how to do it, then you save yourself $80. Um,
That's true. Well, you said you do payroll every Wednesdays. How long do you think that payroll takes you?
oh, it's pretty quick. It's
Yeah.
probably a matter of like 10 minutes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's good.
Just
I was
go
just
in,
wondering. Yeah.
click who's getting paid, the hours, overtime, submit, make sure it's direct deposit or if it's a check. If you're
Doing all
there's
that.
like a little time frame too. If I'm past the time frame, I got to do a printed check for them. At this point, I just transfer money though. We have the same banking account, so luckily we could do it that way. But I still give them obviously the pay stub and all that stuff. His W-2.
Okay,
Um,
cool.
but yeah, there's stuff like that. But it doesn't take too long. It's just something you have to put in the back of your head, like, oh shit, it's Thursday. And sometimes I have like little reminders on my phone for that.
Okay, okay.
I do get emails and stuff, but dude, there's sometimes where you don't even look at your phone that whole day because you're just working, so you don't even see that shit until it's like 5 o'clock on Thursday. Like, oh shit, I didn't make the time frame. So, but yeah,
Damn. Okay.
a lot of shit, man.
No, that's true.
I think I've opened the eyes to a lot of like my helpers that I've gotten in the past to like
Yeah.
think in business. And honestly, I when I started this shit, I would have never thought, and I never see it. Like I said, I've always talked about this how I don't see kind of what I'm doing until I talk about it with someone or somebody like talks about something that I do or acknowledges it. But I didn't realize like how much shit I actually do until like the employees were like, oh fuck, like that's a shit ton of stuff you have to do like just for business and how much money you have to pay for just have an employee, taxes and fees. Just the credit card fees are crazy.
Yeah, you were telling
Um,
me about that shit. It's like what
yeah,
3, like almost 2, 3%.
yeah, 2 point some percent.
Jesus.
2.7% plus 10 cents per any charge.
Yeah, let's explain that real quick because they're probably what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah,
So a lot of people don't know this. So I think it's any basically credit card, debit card shit, right? Like that. It's
yeah,
and there's a lot of companies, but I think each of them have their own thing.
exactly.
There's American Express, Mastercard, Discover, Visa, and do you have any other ones you usually get?
No,
Nothing
I,
usually,
I
right?
no. And I
Yeah.
and I get them all. The thing is, like, there's different basically companies that will take credit card payments for you, right? The
Mm-hmm.
big ones are like Square. And there's like
Stripe.
Stripe, Clover, shit like that, right? I think
Yeah.
QuickBooks already has one too
Oh,
of
for
their
real?
own.
Merchant service.
Yeah, but yeah, each one has their own fees, and obviously you have to pick what you want. Um, essentially, though, you want to make it as easy as possible to collect money from customers. You don't want to make it a
Yeah,
hassle to like,
that's a
oh,
pro.
let me see if my credit card machine's working, or oh, it's not
Yeah.
printing, it's not connected to the internet. Like, you just want to make it as quick as possible. So I've chose Square. Square is great. I mean, for
Square.
me, it's work. You do it on your phone, do the tap on your phone, all that shit. But
Yeah.
they specifically take the 10% per charge and 2.3% of the
Ten
total.
percent.
I mean, sorry, 10
I
cents.
was about to say, holy
That's a shit
shit.
ton.
I'm about to
No,
flip out, bro.
yeah.
I'm about to say, bro, stop using that shit. What the hell?
It's got to be cheaper.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
start taking
so,
cash. No, 10 cents per transaction, no matter what the amount is, and then 2.3% of the total amount.
jeez.
So,
Well, yeah. Well, that
but
shit adds up real quick because a lot of people, I don't think a lot of people know that each card you have, and a lot of people get points, right? You
mhm,
get, 1% cash back, 2% cash back sometimes. If you think about it, that money they're giving you back, they're essentially taken from like people like Edgar or
mhm,
merchants essentially. So if Edgar, let's say, I don't know, has a product, let's just choose simple numbers, sells a service $1,000.
mhm,
If they run that 3% card, that's $30, right?
yeah,
Of that card, and maybe you get 1% cash back. That would be $10, I believe. So you get $10 back, but they actually took 30 from Edgar and
yeah,
they netted that 20. So
Yeah, when a
that's
lot of
kind of
companies do are restaurants, because they obviously they have smaller amounts they're selling. You're buying a meal for, you know, 20 to 30 bucks, 40 bucks.
yeah.
Is actually, you don't even notice it, but they actually choose or include their their credit card fees into your charge.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, a lot of places do that.
Mm.
My dad, his business including actually.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, there's a lot of companies out there be like, hey, do you want to pay zero amount like on your credit card? Like it's free, like you don't gotta pay nothing. And then like, what's the catch? I'm like, well, your guys, your customers are paying for it. So,
Uh,
and you may see, I think back then it used to be a lot bigger where you would walk into like a market and it'd be like, 10% or not 10%. They'd be like 2% charge of the amount for credit card fee. Like you're paying for it. They make you pay for it and they would advertise it.
got it.
But
That's some
yeah,
shit.
so I mean, if I did that, imagine like,
No, bro. Some people have done that. I'm gonna be honest. It has not worked out for them.
hmm,
I remember it was Smith's,
hmm,
and then I think Winko still says fuck credit cards, but Smith's was not accepting credit cards for a long time.
hmm,
Like they did, and then they stopped, and then they brought it back. But I'm pretty sure they just seen a lot of, essentially a lot of just business go down.
hmm,
Because again, yeah, you're saving that, that money. But if less clients can buy your shit, then your client pool goes down.
hmm,
And usually, even if they're taking more of that pie, but if it's a bigger pie, then you're still getting more fucking pie. And pie, I'm talking about money
yeah,
or work or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, just know what. Don't be greedy because I feel like maybe you've I don't know. I'm pretty sure that probably irks you sometimes. Like fuck, I'm gonna have a big job coming up. You're like fuck, I don't want to pay.
yeah. I hope they pay in cash or check because
Yeah, exactly. Because
yeah,
even debit cards fuck you up like that.
yeah, any card, no matter what, every
Damn,
transaction is like that. So
damn.
you can imagine if someone like pays like 6,000 bucks or something, they take like over 100, almost 200 bucks out of me just for the transaction. So it's like, holy
Yeah,
shit.
that's
So
fucked, bro. Because yeah, considering probably someone's out there like, damn, well he makes 6,000. Well, let's say it costs 4,000 to do the fucking service. You're netted 2,000, and then they take away, I don't know, 100 to 200. Now you just
all
lost
right,
another 10% of the net because you're running the transaction as a whole, not just the what you're profiting.
mm-hmm.
It's fucked.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah, man, it's part of the game though. So, but
yeah, it's
so yeah, there's a lot of companies actually that I mean, I have had another one recently come by
mhm.
and they try to get me to do like some shit like that where the customer pays for the fee, and I'm like, with my shit, I don't think that'd work out. They'd be like, why am I getting
Nah,
charged another
yeah,
150 on top of this?
yo,
Yeah, so but people are there's a lot of people like me, honestly, where you just pay for this shit, you don't even realize like what you even paid for. So it may fly with some people, but yeah, I don't feel good about that. So
no, it's good, bro. Yeah, I get you there because you'd be like, wait, didn't you say it was this much? And it'd be like
hmm,
all this other shit.
yeah, people be tripping over like taxes too. They'd be
Oh, they're already
like
tripping on
like hey,
taxes.
it's 250 for this, for interior detail or whatever, and then it comes out to being like 270 or something like that, and
And they're
like
tripping.
yeah,
You're like, bro, you're in the United States. The fuck?
they're like, oh, you said 250. I'm like, yeah, it's taxes.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not for me. It's for the state of
yeah.
Utah and
Yeah, they're like, well, it's just like
IRS.
labor or whatever. I'm like, well, yeah, but there's products included
People really
too,
say that.
because labor's not charged like tax, right?
I think it's
Um,
a little different, no?
yeah, labor you don't charge any tax. Labor is like tax free in a way,
Oh, what the fuck?
but obviously there's shit ton of products we use and materials and
Yeah,
shit like that. So it's like you got to pay taxes on that. It's fucked up. Taxes are in general are kind of like
yeah. That's why
tricky.
it's too complicated. Just talk to someone.
Yeah, you pay taxes on the product and then you charge people taxes, and
Yeah, it's a whole. That I never understood that. So you're telling me
I've been
before I
seeing that a
get
lot
paid, I
recently.
get taxed, and then I got.
Yeah, tax talk, man. But yeah,
Yeah, pay Uncle Sam, man.
pay Uncle Sam, and now you're gonna come get you.
For real. Oh
Yeah.
shit, bro. All right, my brother. I think it's time for a Q&A segment. What you think?
Let's get it going, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So yeah, let's move into the Q&A segment. I'm not really too sure what Q&A segment this is. Don't matter. We're here to answer your questions. So yeah, if you want to be a part of the Q&A segment, hit us up. So we'll start with the first question of the day.
Awesome.
All right, bro. And this one's from my girlfriend Isabella. Let's get it. So it's a favorite quote that you live by and what it means to you.
Hmm. Favorite quote. Um, it's probably got to be like that Mexican saying, "El que quiere puede."
Explain it, bro,
And
and
basically,
translate it too for the people that don't
basically
know
is
speak
like if
Spanish.
you want it, you can have it in a way, and it's true. It's just, I mean, I like it just because I've lived by that in a way. It's weird when I did business or like my future, my career, whatever you call it. I kind of did it more of like I want to live a life where I can have what I want. I don't want to live a life where I'm like, oh man, like I gotta like. Obviously, there's still things I can't have. But
Yeah,
as of right now, I could truly say that I have everything I want. Like, and if there's something like I want, I can go and buy it. Right? It's
yeah,
not like there's certain things. Obviously, I want a supercar. I'm not there yet, right? But
gotcha. So yep, you
but I know my boundaries, right, for what I got, and I'm realistic with my goals.
gotcha.
But basically, yeah, I just and because of that, I've always kind of like done my career, what I've done, so I can do that for myself, and it's worked out so far. So,
Okay,
but I
so
love that. It's
that's a
just the
quote.
saying always like, "It up with it." Like if you want it, you can have it.
So if you want it bad enough, you go get that shit. Like
Exactly.
go be a
So,
go getter.
and
Have that
it's
mentality,
just
and
a
I
matter of working, man,
yeah,
because anybody can have it. It's
that's true. That kind of falls under last week. I think we were talking about that's one trait that people appreciate
yeah,
is the go get it. Like move on to this next step. Like
that's
be
true. Yeah, we were talking about
yeah,
that.
talking about that. So that's a good quote that kind of just falls under that. See, so
Yeah,
yeah,
and every time I think myself like shit, like if I ever like think sometimes like you get thinking like maybe it's gonna slow down, like shit, like is there gonna be business during this winter? Like it's never gotten slow, luckily, thankfully we've been blessed with work here. But it's like, dude, there's so many ways to get money and keep things going. Like so, you just gotta keep at it.
yeah.
It's not like you just
There's always some
sit there
shit.
with your arms crossed and
Oh yeah, if you're
so.
not doing some shit, you could always do something.
And it goes back to the same shit. If you want it, you can have it. It's just if you're gonna sit there with your arms crossed, like you're the one doing that, not. So, but yeah, that's kind of mine. What about you, man?
No, I like that, bro. Shit. Okay. Damn, there's I guess a lot of quotes out there. Um, I'd probably say just because I'm more into just like I don't know. I feel like that was maybe my first main focus before wanting to do like a whole business or anything like that was like self improvement essentially.
Mm.
So mine was always the essentially it's a Seneca quote. I'm pretty sure I've said it like here before, but essentially leisure without study is death. That's even for the living. But again, essentially, it just means that each day that goes by that you're not essentially getting better somehow, or in this case, studying, like learning, practice on your craft, then you're essentially just letting that day go to waste, and you're one day closer to dying. So they in that, I guess you could say quote, they're referring to your dying as yeah, each day that passes, you're getting a little older, and you
Yeah.
technically are dying a little bit. So it's just kind of a thing that reminds me two things. One, mortality. I'm gonna die eventually,
Mm-hmm.
so make the most of it. And then two, actually use that time not just to enjoy it, but to also improve and learn something each day. So I feel like both of those things together was always something that stuck to me. And I was
Yeah,
like,
I like that.
I like
That's
that.
cool.
Hmm.
I actually been thinking about that. Like I'm not sure what it was, but it was like I thought I had either yesterday or today. I can't even keep track of the days, but
Yeah.
it's like holy shit, man. Like kind of the age, like 28 or 27. I mean, right? We're going to 28
Yeah.
this month for me, but
10 days, bro.
yeah, literally. And it's like shit. Like I remember, like literally, like 4 years ago or 3 years ago, it's like I got time. I got time. Like next year, like I'll do this, or next year, like this. And dude, there's no fucking that next year. That shit just like it just flies
Flies.
by. And it's like now you're this age, you're approaching these kind of people that you thought you would never like get to that point of age wise. Like, well, you feel like you
Got
would,
it.
but you know what I mean?
You getting to your parents' age when you were like maybe like really younger or
Yeah,
something.
it's a mind fuck. You
Yeah,
start seeing things different. You're like,
that's a fact.
holy shit! Like these days are just like flying by. And then like, it was yesterday actually. I was up in Mountain Green
Okay.
doing those customers' cars, and I'm here thinking like it's already been I think 3 years, 2 years going for 3 years that I've been doing that. That client up there, and it's like holy shit! Like literally, like every year, like life's just going in a way, like progressing, and you could so easily stay stuck behind, like for most people. And
Yeah,
I just
bro.
now I see like it's honestly kind of hard. Like you gotta like really have something ahead of you to shoot for, because If not, time will just go like that by you, you know, without even noticing shit like that.
No, that's a fact.
But I feel like I have a lot of like just what they call them, like, yeah, I guess like shower thoughts
Yeah,
when
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just up there, man, because it's just so peaceful up there. There's no freaking sirens, there's no car sounds. You're just up there at a client's house, detailing their cars, quiet. And usually honestly, I don't even have headphones in sometimes because sometimes the customer, not the customer, the homeowners will be around or the house manager, or whatever, will be out there. And I don't want to be, you know, distracted on my headphones if they're trying to get my attention to ask me something. So I just kind of just be thinking, working, and having some of these weird thoughts. Sometimes I'm like, holy shit, like time just flies by.
Literally, huh? Because
So,
how
but
long has it been that you've been driving up there now?
yeah, like I said, I think it's going for 3 years
For
now.
3 years?
Yeah.
Holy
I
shit.
remember the day I got the call from, you know, the house manager, like, hey, we need a detailer up here every 2 weeks, blah, blah. And I was like, holy shit, I thought it was like a crazy cool gig, you know, after they told me what cars they were going to be having and
Yeah.
clients, you know, all that stuff. And it's just like crazy. That was literally 3 years ago almost. I was still working at my day job as a part timer over there at Old School, and I took the call there, and I was like, oh yeah, like I'll get with you the pricing and all this, and started going up there on my own, and um, yeah, it's been a journey. It's cool,
Yeah, bro. I
but
didn't realize it was that particular one was 3. That's crazy.
well, that's the thing, bro. Like I literally thinking back, I'm like, holy shit! Like literally, time has just like flown by, and like I kind of reflect back. I'm like, have I been like progressing, moving forward in life, or am I just been stuck in a way? Or, but obviously, yeah, it takes some reflection to kind of sit back and see.
Bingo. There you go.
But it's stuff like that that you get here and there that makes you realize shit like that. That was mine for yesterday, but
Okay. No, that was
yeah,
amazing,
but
bro.
no, but going back to your thing, I mean that it kind of relates. That's where I
Yeah,
got the
yeah,
idea
yeah.
from. Where
100%.
mortality, man, it's
You're dying soon.
you're
Yeah,
dying day by day. It's just eating away at you slowly.
yeah. Yeah, little by little.
Yeah.
I see it. You know, we're getting older, like you said. Vision's not as good. Can't hear
Mm-hmm.
shit. Hey, we're starting to forget shit, bro. Like you said.
We literally been talking about it today, man.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's a good quote though. I like that.
Yeah. Oh, I appreciate it, bro. Okay, cool, cool, cool. Thank you, Isabella, for submitting that
Yes, thank you very
question.
much. Like that.
Awesome. Let's move over to the second question of the day. And we have the boy Geo. And I'm going to tell you some backstory before I ask this question.
Hmm.
Because my boy Geo been submitting questions. We appreciate it, all that. But he sent me a voice message yesterday.
Okay.
But it was essentially, he was just like laughing, saying that he'd be hearing the podcast. I think
Yeah.
he was gone for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Then he started hearing it again. And I think he heard one where he asked the question.
Oh,
But he
okay.
was just laughing because he was like, "Damn, bro, everyone be asking like all these growth questions and shit, and I'm over here asking y'all like
Just
just crazy, like
random
just
stuff.
random ass shit. Like, what's your top 3 Halloween costumes and
Shit,
all
those are the
that?"
best
So
ones. I'm just
that's
kidding.
what I was telling him, bro. I was like, you will it adds some character, some substance to
Yeah.
to the questions. But with that
Any
being,
questions welcomed? Yeah.
yeah, for sure, fuck it, send them. Okay, cool. So the question for my boy Gio is, with Thanksgiving coming up, and
Hmm.
actually that brings up a good point. Maybe this will be released. I think it's right after
Yeah. The Monday
Thanksgiving,
following. Yeah.
100%. So if you are hearing this, hope you had a good Thanksgiving, literally,
Yeah.
and yeah, you know that. But yeah, with Thanksgiving coming up, what are y'all's top 3 side dishes of all time?
Side dishes of all time.
Yes, sir. What you thinking, man?
Man, let's see. For me, for sure macaroni.
Okay, what you mean like macaroni salad, macaroni and cheese? What we talking
Macar-
about?
Macaroni and cheese. Yeah.
Oh shit, I fuck with that heavy too.
Yeah. Specifically, shout out to my cousin actually. She made this recipe I think like 2 years ago. She like made it. It's some cheesy macaroni.
Okay.
So this year we'll be actually celebrating Thanksgiving, me and my girl by ourselves, with the dogs. So family of 5. We got 3 dogs. So
Wish I was here.
yeah. So I'll have to get that recipe from her, figure it out. But
Mm.
shit, that's one. Let's see another one. Shit, it's probably gonna be dessert. Honestly, that's not even a side dish, but I think the other two
Do
probably
what you gotta do.
desserts. Honestly,
So which one in particular?
I feel like why is it Thanksgiving? Is it Thanksgiving the only one really? Yeah, pies. Because
Pumpkin pies usually.
pumpkin pie for
Yeah.
sure, and pecan pie,
Oh
pure pecan
shit.
pie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like my
That's
big
your
thing.
shit.
Yeah, as far as food, I
You got
mean,
a sweet tooth then.
yeah, I
Okay.
mean, the turkey's the main dish. Honestly,
Yeah, that's
I like a
true.
good turkey, but
That's a fact. Yeah.
but yeah. What about you, man?
Three, I like mac and cheese a lot, but I don't think we've ever ate it during Thanksgiving.
Hmm.
But I for sure say mashed potatoes.
Hmm.
I love
Some
mashed
good mashed
potatoes.
potatoes.
For sure.
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes. 100%, bro. That's for sure one.
Mm-hmm.
Another one, I'd say maybe like some type of like, my mom makes it. It's like a pot, like a colder pasta
Mm.
with like little ham and
Don't say.
corn and
Yep.
shit like that. That shit's pretty good. I think it all kind of just goes together, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not
Has
just
you been making that for a while?
yeah,
Or
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah? Okay. Okay.
Every Thanksgiving type shit. So there's that, and then third dish. Damn, my boy really hitting me with the third one, huh?
Can of corn. Just kidding.
Fuck, dude. A can of corn does sound good, but like I'm saying, I'm over here trying to think about Thanksgiving in particular.
Yeah. No, me too. I'm not like
You know what I'm saying?
that's what I was trying to think like different stuff because there's always
Yeah.
the basic. There's the yeah. It's hard.
Damn. What else do? What the hell is other sides is
Does
there?
your family be having like stuffing? Like they make
They
stuffing?
used to, but no one eated that shit. So they're like, hey, hell no.
I mean, there's usually like
I
stuffing, the
guess that's
mashed
true.
potatoes and gravy,
Facts.
corn. There's usually a cold salad, some
Yep.
macaroni salad of some sort,
Okay.
green beans.
Okay.
Um, shit, man.
Man, I don't know if it's a side dish,
Man,
but I'm just gonna
we're
say the fucking ham, bro.
oh yeah, and we're Mexican. My family be having tamales.
Oh, on
Uh,
Thanksgiving?
yeah,
That's fire.
that's a side dish we
That's
have
fire.
there. Then my sister-in-law, she makes like this salad, this Frito salad.
Frito, like chips
Yeah,
Frito, like Frito Lay.
yeah, I'll try to kind of explain it. So basically, it's like a cocktail in a way. So it's some kind of tomato juice sauce,
Oh shit.
with like big beans. I don't know what they're called. They
Uh,
have a name for them, but they're
lima beans or pinto beans
it's
or no,
probably
not
it's like a
pinto.
pinto bean, but they're big. Um,
Mmm.
with like canned tomato chunks in there. So that's like the sauce, right? And then right when it's getting ready to be served, she dumps like literally a bag of Fritos into it and then mixes it like the big Frito.
What?
It's really good actually.
I'm down to try that. That sounds insane. I've
Yeah,
never heard about that.
it's the first literally like a couple years ago. She introduced it into our
Little meal and
side dish
shit.
thing for
Yeah.
Thanksgiving when we get all together. That's actually I should name that one. That was actually one of my
Yeah, that's
faves.
it.
Yeah, that was.
Okay. Well, I haven't tried that. I'm gonna hopefully try something like that. Something new.
Yeah, I'll see if I could find a recipe somewhere on Pinterest or whatever and send it to you.
Yeah. Well, damn,
Frito
bro.
salad.
Well, you let me know that you're gonna be basically kind of alone for Thanksgiving. Are you gonna like cook a turkey, or you gonna
Hell
cook a
yeah.
motherfucking turkey yet?
Yeah, that's on my
Oh
roll.
shit!
We gotta like celebrate like if we were feeding a whole feast. I'm actually gonna
Damn.
try doing a fried turkey.
Fried? What do you mean,
Kind of
like a
scares
deep
me.
fried, or what do you mean?
Yeah, because you've seen like how they sell like these big old pots. Basically, you use like a burner,
Yeah.
a propane burner, and then you get big old pot, shit ton of oil, and then you fucking
Dip that hoe in there.
dip the
How
fucker in.
long did you cook that shit for?
I don't know, but I've tried fried turkey, man, and it's bomb. It ain't dry. It's
You're
like,
not the same little
mm,
piece. What the fuck?
yeah, it's fire. So
I
I'm
bet.
gonna try, but there's also a shit ton of like fails because if you put the fucker in like
Oh,
frozen or with a lot of fucking fluids, that shit just fucking ignites.
overflows, right? And then the oil hits the fire. Is that how it goes,
Mm,
or
that may be, or I think it's just like because when you like have hot grease or oil and you fucking put water in it, it just fucking ignites. I think it's kind of that thing. So if
Oh,
the
okay.
turkey's frozen, it's got water essentially on it, and the oil is boiling, it's gonna just freaking ignite itself. So
Jesus.
I don't know. I'll have to let you know how that goes. I may not even do that, but I would like to buy the whole pot thing and try it because
Yeah, bro, for sure.
try something
Film
different.
that shit.
This turkey is known, for being dry. A lot of people don't really
Mm.
fuck with it, but
Yeah, I'm a little sad. I'm gonna be missing out on my own turkey this year. I'm heading to San Francisco
mm,
next week, and having a little. I don't know. It's not even thoughts. It's just mixed feelings.
mm,
I don't want to leave the fam. I've been there, with them. I feel like every Thanksgiving. I don't know. I don't think I've ever missed necessarily one. But yeah, I guess it's just kind of the part of growing up. To be honest with you,
yeah,
growing up, going to go check out or see the my girlfriend's family out there in San Francisco, and yeah, just kind of I don't know. It's gonna be different.
yeah,
I'm excited though.
it'd be
I'm
a good
excited
time
regardless,
regardless.
bro. Yeah,
Yeah,
100%. So I guess we're both gonna have different types of Thanksgiving this
for
year. We'll
sure.
have to
Yeah, I
report
think it
back.
was like what 2 years ago when my parents went out of town too, and I spent Thanksgiving with you guys. Was
Yeah,
that
you
2 years?
did. I don't know if it was two because time be flying me crazy, but around
3.
there.
Yeah, 2019. I think it was around there.
Yeah, and then we went Black Friday shopping, I believe,
Mm.
after.
Yeah, hit up the Wally World.
Yes, sir.
Didn't get nothing, but
Yeah.
we saw some people we knew there. I think we
Really
ran
for
into
there?
someone. I can't remember who it was, but
Yeah, bro. It's Ogden. We're always gonna run into someone, like
yeah,
literally.
that's how it goes. It was
Uh,
before COVID. I know that because there actually was a Black Friday.
oh, I didn't
2020
even
came
think about
around,
that.
and I don't
That
think
shit
we had
wiped it
one.
out.
Hmm.
That makes about
It was all
sense.
online. I think 2020. So
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think you got Cyber Monday and all that shit. Black Friday coming through. So,
coming up.
yep,
But
yep,
yeah,
yep, yep.
cool.
Alrighty, beautiful. Well, thank you, Gio, for the questions. And man, DM me some good side dishes because I feel like you know something we don't.
Yeah,
Like
keep.
literally, shit.
Yeah, what we missing out on, man?
Facts,
Yeah, keep the questions coming though.
facts, bro. Okay, awesome. And then we have our third and final question of the day. And this person has never asked a question before,
Okay.
and I appreciate this man. It's the boy Alan, bro.
Oh, shout out
So yeah,
Alan.
shout out you, Alan. Thank you so much for submitting your question, brother. Let's get to your question and answer it as best as we can. All right, Edgar,
Hit me with it.
give me some of your role models. Well, like, his question is both of you guys' role models. So, who would you say
Hmm.
are role models that you look up to? And again, it doesn't necessarily have to be someone that's, necessarily just rich or something. Maybe it's something in particular that you want. You want that side,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have another role model for this. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Yeah,
just one
yeah.
person you want to be exactly like. It's someone that maybe has a business. You want to be his business part. You want that. Oh, but there's
Mm-hmm.
this other health motherfucker that you really fuck with. You want to do it.
For sure,
So
for sure.
just encompassing everything.
Yeah, I'll give two. I'll kind of give one like as
Okay,
far as like
break it down.
inspiration, and then I'll give one kind of more of just like fucking worth ethic and shit like that.
Okay,
But
okay, okay.
I'm gonna say my dad, man.
Ooh,
My dad doesn't miss a day of work. Has his own little business. Sick, deadly sick sometimes. Freaking coughing up, his lungs out, and he's at work, man. He's literally since I want to say since they opened up his business. Before that, he was always working, right? Or doing whatever he can, to provide for the family, buying and flipping cars, all that shit like that. But when he got the business, man, that dude was working his day job and then literally a night shift and then the whole day working, sleep for a couple hours to get that thing going. It worked out for him, right?
mm-hmm.
But the thing is, like, since then, like, they've never had, I think to now, basically, I think the last 2 years maybe, they've had like a decent employee where they can trust to open the store, close the store, and
Gotcha.
stuff like that. But before that, dude, he had to be there literally every day, sometimes full days
That's crazy.
from 9 in the morning. We'll wake up like at 8 to go buy the supplies for the day and all the way till 9 at night, literally every single day. So the day I ever see myself not wanting to come, I'm like, I'm a lazy piece of shit. I'm like, this man woke up and did it every
Did
day,
it.
and he's shit. I don't know. I forget his exact age. I get him confused with my mom, but he's 67
Wow.
and literally been doing this like every single day. So I mean,
Yeah, you can't complain.
I can't complain, man. I'm like, I gotta get up and do it. So maybe that's why too. I've always had like that. What do you call it? Been like self motivated
Yeah,
and
you got that work ethic.
yeah. You got to find that own thing in you. But as far as like looking out to someone, for like inspo and like, oh, I want to be like this guy one day type shit. Shit, that's there's a lot of those honestly, because nowadays I feel like you see a lot of them on Instagram, but of people you just might see because they're wealthy or like they're living a cool life that you may want to live, but
I get you.
um, shit, I don't know, man. That's kind of hard for that one. But I mean, if I had to name one, I could say it's probably like that guy I said it was kind of my mentor into the business. He has a glass company and his
Hmm.
name is Jared. But that guy, man, he's just like the way he's like, I don't know, lives his life but always works too and has always like he's the one that kind of told me basically don't wait on your business, like do it now, don't hold off type shit. I feel like that'd probably be the best guy for like money, like that kind of thing. And
Hmm.
uh,
Okay.
it's not really someone social media wise
Yeah,
that
yeah, no. If
everybody may
that's
know, but
yeah, yeah, no. If that's who
those
you're, then
yeah.
okay. All right, bro.
But I mean, yeah, you see a ton of stuff on Instagram and
Yeah,
stuff that I feel like it's it's kind of hard to pick one because I feel like there's so many people that
There's a
have
lot of shit out there.
have nice cars, nice houses, live a cool life, have crazy cool bodies, and there's a ton of those. So I feel like
Yeah.
you got to find more one that's gonna actually do something to you. Um, or everybody has their own thing too. Some people.
Yeah, yeah, 100%.
So
Everyone's different and provides different values. So
yeah, what are
that's
yours
a
or
fact.
one or whatever you have, man?
Yeah, yeah, no worries, bro. No, yeah, thank you. Well,
Yeah,
no, that's crazy. I never really kind of made that distinction between you though before I answer is
yeah.
yeah, your dad was like busting ass this whole time. So
To this day, man, it's just
to this day, that's a fact.
yeah,
That's a fact. And a lot of people would retire 65 and he's still going crazy. So
yeah.
no, that's inspiring, honestly. That's
Yeah, like
really
I said,
inspiring.
it's honestly that's a good question because honestly I've never really thought of that like but I mean if I ever think back to like something like in a day like shit like it's kind of like times are rough or like this man has made it through a bunch of rough times and shit like that and
Yeah.
when '08 came and it was fucking for businesses it wasn't the fucking best
Yeah.
thing like
He's been through some shit. He's
they
been
were
through
struggling
recessions.
but always provided for the family and
Always
shit like
made it
that
out.
so it's like shit like as far as me myself that's the one that actually
Yeah.
I can like look up to and I see as a role
That's a good
model.
one.
So
No, that's some real
yeah,
shit.
good question, man. But yeah, tell us
No,
about
no,
yours.
no, no. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. I'd say in regards to like a person that's like that I know
Mm-hmm.
that's obviously, living all that. I'd say it's gonna be my godfather from Paso Robles. He just I don't know, he just instilled a lot of belief in me. He made me see that it's like possible. This is kind of like the thing he always just wanted me to see. It's like, yeah, I came from, Mexico. I didn't start with shit. You guys were born here, the whole I'm pretty sure like almost every immigrant like
Mm-hmm.
kid maybe hears that. It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, we got here. You look how much I accomplished, and I wasn't even, and I didn't. I basically had like a things like against me. So just to see that, like basically all the adversity he had to go through, and in order to essentially kind of get where he was at, and he's still going, and he's now enjoying kind of more life. Like I feel like this is kind of the most he's been like enjoying life too. So it's not only just like the money part, but it's like how much he values family
Yeah.
and how much he actually values relationships and just if someone needs help and just being authentic and generous,
Yeah.
like just overall great human being. So I'd say for sure, like I'd say him.
Yeah. I definitely see that out of him because yeah, it's
Yeah, it's like oh shit,
I've
like
always heard good things.
yeah, 100%. So yeah, shout out my godfather. And then I'd say I have a lot of role models in terms of like online, probably for every area.
Mm-hmm.
For philosophy, Ryan Holiday got me into that. So I'd say yeah, if anyone needs like philosophy type things, check out his content, his books, his YouTube channel. For psychology, that dude's mentor that I got put on by him,
Mm.
Robert Greene. So anything psychology wise, human nature, shit like that. That man right there broke it down really nicely. In terms of more like self improvement, that's kind of a little bit of mixed, like maybe a little business here. Basically, he just interviews just really successful people that are on top of their shit
Mm-hmm.
in all areas. So the conversation might be different each week. So for something just kind of more general that you're still learning a shit ton, I'd say Ed Milet. I
Mm.
think I said him earlier.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I really love his content. For strictly just business shit, you're trying to get like your business up, you're trying to understand shit. I'd say for sure Alex Hermosi.
Mm.
I finished a book, one of his books, like 2 weeks ago. Started the new one that just came out. I read that shit and that shit just blows my mind, dude. Like it's kind of crazy. It's like the more you like learn, the more you realize that how much you don't know shit.
Mm.
And I just feel like I've to that point where I'm like, damn, like I ain't shit.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of because I got humbled though. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Because
Well,
like
you take
shit,
it in so much information too, man. That guy has so much to put out.
it's crazy, and he just explains it in a digestible way. I think it's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's amazing. So I'd say for sure him for that. For more like crypto software shit that kind of maybe is gonna look into the future. Some guy named Alex Becker, which I just realized that that other Alex I just talked about
Mm.
like was kind of working with this other dude. So it's kind of weird how it all connects.
Mm.
For more happiness, feeling comfortable with yourself, maybe you're not feeling like alone, things like that, and you're like, what the fuck? Like maybe lost in life. I'd say maybe like Gary Vee.
That's a good
Definitely.
one. Yeah.
Yeah, when I was in more of the darker zone, helped me out there. And yeah, I think those are for sure the main ones. Like obviously, I'm always listening to just random shit here and there.
Hmm.
But role model wise, yeah, those are the dudes.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Because honestly, as far as like social media goes, like I don't really like ever, and I think it's more books too. You read a lot of books too,
I
or
try,
yeah.
not too many though.
I I feel like that's like where you gotta really like you really see and get to know these people a lot too. Because you get
Mm,
something out of it, right? Versus seeing a picture, you don't really get nothing out of that, or like a,
got you.
but you're actually like getting their, you're picking the brain literally. Like they wrote these books from their brains, and you're understanding what they're coming from and all that. So I don't know. I'm not really a reader, so that's cool. We provided him with,
Just some other shit.
yeah.
No, that's a fact. Well, not even me. Just be like, oh, Alex fucking reads and shit. Like, yes, I try,
Hmm.
but my attention span isn't like I could just fucking read 3 hours a day. Like, nah, I can maybe read like fuck, probably 45 minutes to an hour, pretty good. But I might have to go back, highlight shit. I'm always highlighting shit. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And then I usually go back like the day before I start reading again and just go through the highlighted shit,
I'm about to
just
say, yeah. I was
strictly.
like, do you ever go back on that stuff?
Yeah, just to retain the information. I'm probably gonna do that with other books I've read and just go back through that
Hmm.
because that's really important information. But yeah, a lot of the shits that I take from these like so and so mentors, it wasn't even through books, bro. It was through like YouTube,
Oh, really?
literally YouTube.
Okay.
So a lot of YouTube, and that even brings another one for marketing specifically. If anyone wants to learn marketing, I guess in my opinion, the best one I've come across is Adam Earhart.
Mm.
Breaks that shit down, super authentic, cool dude. But yeah, bro, just honestly, there's a lot of ways to take information. You just gotta like know like what I guess works for you.
Yeah.
You have podcasts, you have YouTube videos, you have books. Shit, you have even like paid programs now. Like you could literally consume shit so many ways. You could, like you say, buy I don't know if I said buy books. There's so much shit basically. Like
Yeah, you can listen to books now, Audible books.
yeah, you could literally hire coaches.
Hmm.
So you could literally get the same lesson in different types of ways. So you just kind of sometimes have to figure out what kind of learner you are. I think there's three. So you could even test yourself. Like maybe go to Google. What type of learner am I? I think I learned this shit in English class when I was going to college. It was weird. I was like, why the fuck are we going through this?
Hmm.
But there's kinesthetic, where you do by actually doing. So action, touching things, putting shit together.
Hmm.
There's visual, where you see someone else doing it. You fucking pay attention. You do it. And then the third is auditory, like someone's telling you, explaining it to you,
Mm.
and then you're like, oh shit, okay. So I think when I took the test, I was more kinesthetic. I actually do it, retain the more information,
Yeah.
but I want to also be good at the other ones because learning is important. So if I can learn in all types of ways, obviously I might be better at another way, so I'll focus on that one. But
Yeah.
well, I guess that brings up a great question for me. Do you know maybe or have a good guess on which one of those three you would be in terms of learning?
Yeah, definitely like seeing it. The
Oh, seeing it, like you seeing it
yeah.
visual wise.
Yeah.
Okay. So like you do really well with YouTube videos and shit like
100%. Yeah,
that.
YouTube, or if you're just doing it in front of me, I'll literally like pick it up right away. Like if I see you pick up that thing and do that drywall and spackle or whatever you're doing,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I feel like I can right
That's
away
badass, bro.
attach. But yeah, the reading part, it's definitely, reading's not the best for me. So
It's because we have ADHD. I figured out now that we're getting older. A lot of people do.
yeah,
I swear, attention span's fucked. So
it'd be like that, man. So, but yeah, that was one thing. Luckily with my business, obviously there's reading involved here and there, but it's something that's more definitely hands on, which obviously I just explained why I learned it that way the best, and that's why I do what I do. So
no, it's true.
it's all hands on shit.
No, it's true.
It's kind of funny today, story on that. I had
Put
a
me on.
customer. Well, I was just working on my dad's truck.
Uh huh.
I was showing you earlier, and um, I heard a truck pull up, and um, my helper was next door working at the other shop, and received him first. I think he had the door open outside the shop door. So, anyways, guy pulls up. He's like, "Hey, I'm just here being a pain. He's like, I have a question. See if you guys can figure this out. I don't know much about this, and I've had a few people look at it, and they can't figure out what it is." Anyways, there's this truck, and sometimes the trucks, when you put trailers on them, they kind of squat down in the back. So they put these airbags called helper bags. Basically, it just helps level the truck up It's not like an airbag where you lift and raise the truck or
Okay.
lower and raise. Anyways, he's like, I had this remote. He's like, but suddenly it just quit working. I put new batteries in it. It's like I can't get it to work. And I quickly just like see him like, well, there's a motor somewhere, right? And there's like a module that their little wireless remote to connects to. I'm like, so I look for those, find them. There's going to be power to them, right? And follow the power cable, goes to the front, and then sure enough, it's unplugged. It's like disconnected. I'm like, oh well, there's this. He's like, and I
Mm.
connect it. He's like, starts going. He's like, holy shit, you literally figured it out. He's like, I literally like. He's like, I was my daughter has dance class over here. So I just driving by and seen cars out here. I'm like, I'll ask these guys. Seems like they know about
Oh.
cars and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And he was like mind blown. He's like, let me give you some cash. I'm like, no, you're good, dude. Just whenever you need something, just come this way or send people my way.
Yeah, that's fire.
And he actually had a business that he sells like he has like a window cleaner basically that prevents like fog and stuff build up on the inside. It reminded me of your
Oh,
Jetta. And I'm like, honestly, I haven't had a car that has this problem in a while. But I'm like, but he's like, yeah, it works great on anything. I'm like, it's like anti-static too. So like, I put it like on motorcycles and stuff like that. I'm like, does it work on vinyl? Anyways, long story short, he gave me some product, so it was like a
oh, trade
win-win. He
off.
got something out of it, yeah. And who knows? He might have been here just to try to sell me something and realize he'd asked me and literally solved the problem for him
And they give you,
within, yeah.
that'd be some crazy ass like play, but I
Yeah,
doubt it.
he was so surprised and like he's like,
Yeah,
"Holy shit, how'd you figure it out?" I'm like, "I don't know, just I'm
yeah.
good with that." But if you tell me like, uh, you know, figure out this riddle,
It's fool.
like
It's fool
like
said.
on a on a thing like spelled out, I'm like, "Nah, man, put the cups and shit in front of me, and I'll figure it out." But have me like try to read it and decipher it, now.
Yo,
You
you
know
got
what I
me
mean?
fucked up.
So that's just me, bro. So
All right, no riddles for Edgar then. All right.
nah,
Nah,
don't
don't
give me
give me
nothing.
no fucking riddle.
Riddle me this. But
Oh,
yeah,
man.
bro, that's kind of funny going back to that. But
Yo.
um,
No, bro, you fucked me up. I ain't gonna like. I know like this product, that you just got,
oh yeah,
but you bringing up my Jetta to give some backstory. It's actually kind of funny. The reason the inside of my windshield getting fogged up is because essentially I have like a water dispenser. It takes 5 gallon water jugs, and at the time I would just throw them bitches in the back of the trunk. Thought I was good to go, and for some reason, one day I get to the pad. And I noticed that my shit leaking water, like my whip, like from the outside. Once I park, I'm like, what the fuck's going on here?
it's just dumping out water.
Yeah, it's weird. Open the trunk. One of them shits is tipped over, and literally about like 2 to 3 gallons of water are literally on like the whip, and I think even sinked in because it's the trunk
To the back seat.
to like the back seat, and the carpet started getting wet.
Oh
So there was a
shit.
bunch of just water. It got humid. I would never open the windows. It was cold as shit during
Yeah,
winter.
it was like grand fall.
Yeah, bro.
That shit
Oh
would
my
not dry
God.
out.
So, just a random side story that happened to me. Be careful. Do not drop your water jugs or any water.
I remember that. I remember going over your
Yeah.
house that day for something, and you're like, "Bro, I literally I couldn't stop laughing."
Ah,
Like the 5 gallon jug literally spilled. He's like, "I could just." I think you said, "Did you hear it at all spilling?" Or you might have heard
I
something, but you
don't
didn't
even
know what it
know.
was.
Probably, bro.
I think I remember you told me that you could hear something, literally thing going gloop, 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 like like just like spilling out, and you were just like, "The hell is that?" And you just kept driving, and this thing this whole time was just dumping out in your trunk.
Nah, fuck, bro.
But yeah, I remember that whole winter, your shit was just foggy. You had to
It
like
sucked.
get your arm with your
It
sweater, and
sucked. Nah, it wasn't. It was worse than that, bro. It was straight up ice, bro. I had to get.
oh, it freeze on the inside.
Yeah. So I had
Oh
to.
shit!
Not only did I
I
have to scrape
scraped.
the ice outside, I had to scrape the shit inside too, bro. Like fuck.
Oh
And then I had to
man,
turn on the car like 20 minutes earlier so that shit would actually warm up. And it
Straight.
was it was some bullshit. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, that's too funny. Did it go away eventually though? I can't remember
I don't know. My shit got totaled. I forgot.
that.
Like yeah, what it is.
Damn man,
Yeah,
throwback man. But yeah, that was
some good shit.
yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
good question, Alan.
yeah. Thank you, Colin. I appreciate you. Thank you for asking your question, and always thank you for submitting your guys' question. Yeah, that has been our QA segment. And yeah, that actually should wrap, I think, everything on our end in terms of what we talked about, unless my boy Edgar has any final thoughts or anything else, I guess he would like to partake on y'all.
No man, just we just want to thank everyone and hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving with their families. And like I said, you guys will probably be listening to this. I hope you already had a good Thanksgiving with your
100%.
family, and um, yeah, everything went well and had some good turkey.
Likewise, yeah, spend your time, spend some time with your family. I know Thanksgiving might have already passed when you're hearing this, but it's not over yet. December is literally coming up when you're all hearing this, so you have a full another month, and usually December is just family vibes, honestly. So just be present with your family. Think about what you're going to be doing in the next year, and we'll touch base, next week.
Yeah, for sure. All
Awesome.
right, well, that's it, man, for me.
Okay. Likewise, we'll appreciate you guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Yep, peace.
Deuce.